right. This is a quick Ethereum Bitcoin update. As you guys know, we had a big dip yesterday, and here's where we are. This is Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Originally I had a triangle here, but yeah, I adjusted the bottom line. If you see the connection, the VIX we connect overall, it looks like the ascending triangle is actually, we have a new kind of triangle that it's going to go further down. So we're still in that zone. So we didn't, one way of looking at this is we didn't break to the downside because the move did not continue, right? If we had the triangle here and this was the breakdown, it came back into the triangle. So so we had to redraw this. So we are in this zone. We're going like this. So I think what I expect is I'm still very bullish. So I actually got back into my positions, both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I do expect over the next week, next couple of days actually, that we will break this to the upside. And if we break it to the upside, we are going all the way to 54K. And then for some reason, I'm giving a lower probability, but for some reason, if we break to the downside, we're obviously going all the way down to 44K, perhaps even lower than that, somewhere around 42K. So that's also a possibility. But ascending triangle is a bearish setup and typically breaks to the downside. But Bitcoin has done many of these before, where the ascending triangle breaks to the upside. And with the macro conditions and all the news that are coming up, I do expect this to actually break to the upside. So anyhow, I put on some positions on Bitcoin and Ethereum on Bybit. So this is Bybit. So basically what I've done is this. So I looked at 4-hour time frame and the 1-hour time frame charts. What I have on these charts are 8, 21, 34, 55, and 89 EMAs. So as you can see, it's a very bullish setup. EMAs are stacked up. And whenever Bitcoin tests this, 21 EMA, as you can see, it bounces off the 21 EMA all the time. So I've done a few trades where I would buy when it bounces off here, and I ride it up to up here. The other thing you see on this chart is I have Keltner channels. So 1 ATR, 2 ATR, 3 ATR, and -1 ATR, 2 ATR, 3 ATR. So typically I would buy at 21 EMA and sell for a quick profit in 1.5 ATR or 2 ATR. I've been doing that for a while. So since we bounced back from this -1 ATR, I went back in here, I sold here, and then the assumption it would roll over, but it didn't. And then I rebought it here since the 21 EMA became a support again, the 4-hour. And I bought again. So right now I'm in a trade that's, slightly profitable, not a big deal, but, it's up now. But I think this one I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to see how it goes from here. A few times I take profits and it would keep rolling up. So what I have is I have another order. If it dips down back here, I'm going to add to this position. So I'm going to build up this position right now and hold this for a while. Well, at least a few days. Faster than the other trades I've done. Typically, I do a day trade within the same day. I'm in and out. This one, I'm gonna hold it. I want to see this one big last move. I expect Bitcoin to make to 54K, and then I expect a big retracement from this level, somewhere around 30%. And I do expect that to happen somewhere at the end of this month. Historically, if you look at the charts, Bitcoin charts, this parabolic move we are experiencing, and hopefully with this last step of the parabolic move, we're probably in the middle of it compared to historic moves. We'll hit somewhere above 54K, somewhere between 54 to 60, 65K, and then I expect we roll over a little bit and have a correction. So if you want to do a trade that's more confirmed, take a look at, a break above this line, triangle, any close up here that comes, retest this and goes back up, that would be a confirmed trade. I'm doing a little bit of aggressive with my indicators, with the buy signals I have here on 4 hour. I am in on this trade. We may do something like this further and then go up here. Again, I'll be watching for breaking down this line. If we break down, and typically what happens is it'll come back and test it and roll over from here. That's when I can have a break-even trade and exit this trade. Obviously, it won't be a break-even. It'll come down a little bit. I'll have small loss. But anyhow, so that's my plan with Bitcoin. I did a Ethereum trade as well. Let's take a look at Ethereum. As you can see, Ethereum has a similar setup on the 4 hour. We could probably put some lines up here, get these things. I'm just gonna, maybe we do this from the, I mean, it goes from here. Something like this. Yeah, this goes from here. Something like this. So, it's not perfect, but again, Ethereum has a similar setup. And if we break this down, we're definitely going somewhere around here. That would be let's do a red line, dot line. Okay, if we break to the upside, let's say we break somewhere around here. So we're still somewhat of a consolidation. So this would be, let's say 2250. On this. Or, we'll be at, let's call this 1500, somewhere around here. I think it'll find the support 1500. So Bitcoin, I think, is kind of in the right path. Ethereum, on the other hand, has unfortunately looks like it has a still bearish possibility. It's going to really depend on, let me see where's my arrow. So move like this is still possible if we kind of in the next day or two we're kind of breaking this down. But I like the wicks of these, how we kind of came back into the triangle. That's good. Obviously, if this continues, something like this would be really bullish. But again, I think there's more risk on Ethereum. I did enter an aggressive trade on Ethereum. I'll show you. I think this is the Ethereum chart actually. We looked at earlier. I talked to it as the Bitcoin, but it's Ethereum that I did. Let me see. I think we talked about Bitcoin. Yeah, this Bitcoin we talked about here, and this is Ethereum. So similarly on Ethereum, again, the 21 EMA, the mean on the ATR range has been a good buying opportunity. You buy here, kind of confirm the trend, and you sell at 1 ATR, 1.5 ATR to 2 ATR. Same way it comes back, touches a 4 hour. That's what you do. So here, again, it went all the way to 89 EMA. When it came back up here, I went back in, did a quick trade, exited, and then after here, when this kind of felt like a support, although it's again a risky one here, but we're at the mean, so I just bought Ethereum in this range here, and I think I have another order that's waiting for to buy here. So if you want to be aggressive like me, you may want to wait till pull back to 1790. That's kind of my average. This trade is currently in profit. I'm gathering ETH, more ETH. So like I said, I'm gonna be on these trades. I'll update you guys, but again, look at these charts, stacked up EMAs, testing the mean, bouncing back from the mean. This is really bullish, and I do expect this one last big move before we have correction. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. I just have experience trading and been enjoying Bitcoin and Ethereum trades. So if you want to do futures trades, go to Bybit and Femex. You can do these trades. And be careful, right? Position size always. You can add more position later on as things kind of correct and confirm your direction. That's what I did here. So anyhow, have a great night, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Please, if you like the video, please subscribe. Really appreciate that.